Hi, how are you? My name is Lois Githiga. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant or immigration practitioner based here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's a beautiful day here. I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are. This is one of my usual videos that I do. They're just educational videos, just some tips, just for your information. And the information that I give here should not be perceived to be legal advice. If you need any legal advice, if you need any professional help, if you have any question or pressing issue regarding a personal immigration issue that you have, kindly reach out to me, send me an email. My email address is lois@milalaimmigrationservices.ca. Okay, lois@milalaimmigrationservices.ca. It's a cold day here. Winter is coming. Yes, so anyway, I want to talk about a subject that seems very vague to a lot of people out there. It may be more clear to people here in Canada who are working here as temporary workers, who are studying here, but it continues to appear a bit vague to people who are abroad. So I just want to give a few pointers about it. That is Provincial Nomination Programs, also known as PNPs. So just a brief note there, Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories. And majority of these provinces and the territories have their own provincial nomination programs. Okay, Quebec does not participate in the PNPs, and one of the territories, that is Nunavut, does not also participate in the PNPs. So these are programs. What is a PNP? PNPs are programs that were established by IRCC to allow different Canadian provinces and territories to select individuals who express interest to settle in that province, in that particular province or territory. So not all PNPs are created equal. Each province determines their own eligibility for their various programs. And some programs have so many streams under PNPs, which are directed and geared towards different demographics. So you're going to find that the same PNPs that maybe Alberta has, they're different from what British Columbia has. Okay? And what is the criteria that a province uses to look for a nominee? Because a province needs to nominate you to live in that province. And as I said, Canadian immigration, and especially such programs, they are highly competitive. Let nobody lie to you. Why would a province want to nominate you to live in that province? Remember, we already have people who are living in that province, who are working as temporary workers, who are studying there as students, who are already contributing to the well-being of that province. So what is the criteria for most provinces to look for their nominees? Most provinces are looking for individuals who are going to contribute towards the well-being and the economic benefit of that province. Yeah, they want people who are going to contribute and grow that province, of course, and people who want to settle and live there. The biggest determinant is intent to settle in a province. You cannot be applying to be nominated by Alberta while your intention is to live in Ontario. So the biggest determinant is your intent to live there. And PNPs are, just to clarify, PNPs are totally different from the rural northern immigration pilot that I talked about the other day. That is a pilot program, just like we had the Atlantic pilot. Those are pilot programs, and those are brought by the government for a very short time to serve a particular purpose. However, provincial nomination programs have been there, and those are established streams that are based in particular provinces. So these are provincial-wide, unlike the pilots, which would be maybe just geared towards various communities all around either Canada or in a particular province. Okay? Yes. So a province would take these things into consideration. Of course, I said that the biggest factor would be your intent to live in that province. The other thing that many people still don't understand is majority of these nomination streams, you will need to have a job offer in that province. Of course, the job offer is what is going to tie you to that province, right? So they require a job offer in that province. They require you to have good education, of course. They want people who can contribute to the growth of the economy. They want people who are also experienced, maybe in particular classes of work, like particular skills. There are some provinces which actually do have jobs in demand streams. So they'll be looking for particular kind of workers. They want people who are experienced in particular type of work. So and those are like in the critical industries that are going to form growth. So the other thing that is also major for a province to nominate you, they are looking for your ties to that province. What ties do you have? Ties, again, are jobs, right? Do you have a job offer there? Do you have relatives there? Do you have friends there? What ties do you have? What would retain you in that province? What would ensure that you're not coming to that province and then you're moving to another province, right? So they want ties. They want to know that you have very close relations to that province. They also want to know that you can easily adapt. You're able to easily adapt to that province. And that still goes back to ties. When we say that a job or relatives or what, so if you're already working in a certain province, if you're already studying in that province, what that means is you're already used to the weather. You like the culture there. You're used to being in that province. So you've established yourself. You have some roots there. So it's easier for such people to settle there than a person who is just coming from out there. It's far easier for people who are already established in that province, right? So those are just factors to consider when you're thinking about a PNP. Ask yourself, what ties do I have? What am I bringing to this province? Is this actually the province that I want to live in? And am I able to adapt to this? And of course, these provinces in Canada, they are from east to west coast. So they are all different. You need to educate yourself on the province that you're looking for a nomination from, just so that you know exactly what you're getting, you know. So anyway, what is the advantage of getting a provincial nomination? The advantage you get compared to other people who don't have a provincial nomination is that once a province nominates you, that means then that your permanent residency application will be processed faster. Okay. Also, if you're using that nomination to enhance your points in the express entry, then that boosts your points and makes you eligible for express entry. Provinces can make nominations from inside and outside of express entry. I know some of you already have express entry pools, and pool profiles, not pools. If you already have an express entry profile, you can then look for a provincial nomination, okay? There are also provinces that nominate people outside of that, which means that you have to apply direct to that province to be nominated. And once you're nominated, then you take a next step to apply for permanent residence, right? When you have direct application, I was just talking about that. So with direct application for nomination, so when you apply to a particular province for you to nominate you, you must meet the eligibility for that PNP stream. So they would say maybe you need a job offer, you need this, you need to be working in these job categories. You know, whatever their eligibility is, you first must meet that, and then you apply for your PR, right? The competition, as I said, competition is very high, so you must always consider your value. Are you highly educated? What value are you bringing to that province? And why would a province want to nominate you and not the other person? And this is more so geared towards people, as I said, it's geared towards people who are already established in that province, people who are working there, people who are studying there. So when you look at that competition, if you're not in a certain province, just know that you're competing with people who are already there, people who know people there, people who have relatives there, people maybe who have homes, who have ties, who have children going to school. So just know that it's going to be a highly competitive process, right? Some provinces, now here is some good news for these people who are not necessarily living in these provinces. Some provinces, we have a few provinces here that actually do take applications from international applicants. Yes, so as I said, majority of these PNPs are designed for people who are already in Canada, who are already working. Because see, you need a job offer in that province, right? But then we do have some PNPs that actually recruit international students, not international students, international applicants, and some of those, like I know there's one in Saskatchewan and another one in Manitoba. All right. So while I wrap this up, it's already 11 minutes. While I wrap this up, I just want to tell you that getting a nomination is not a guarantee to getting a permanent residency. And this applies to everything immigration, Canadian immigration. Nothing can guarantee you. It doesn't matter how much money you paid, nothing and nobody can guarantee you that visa or that PR. Because you're getting a nomination, you still have to satisfy IRCC that you meet all the other statutory requirements, that you are admissible health-wise, criminally, you meet everything, and that you satisfy them that you are able to settle in that province successfully. Because you can have all that, but if they are not convinced that you can settle in that province successfully, then it's still at the discretion of the visa officer as to whether they are going to grant that permanent residency. Okay, so that is all that I want to talk about provincial nominations. If you have any question, if you have any personal question, if you want me to check on something for you, if you have any issue that you want to consult with me, please again reach out to me. My email address is lois@mileleimmigrationservices.ca. We are on YouTube. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Keep subscribing, keep sharing, and follow us on Facebook at Milele Immigration Services Canada. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here with me. Have a good day. Have a good night. Bye-bye. See you now. See you later.